Hi everyone, Christina with PMA US TV. I found Denyce Gartrell and we're going to talk to her today about the Marissa Alexander case, what she knows and what she's doing to help. Welcome, Denyce.
Thanks.
So now the first thing I want to know is why you're here with me. I think we should let people know who she is for those who don't know.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. First of all, Marissa Alexander has become quite a household name, but we want her to be in every household.
Okay.
Her case actually was nationwide, publicized nationwide after the George Zimmerman. Most people are familiar with the George Zimmerman Trayvon Martin case that happened here in Florida, and the stand your ground law or defense that George Zimmerman used, and it was actually successful in his case. Due to that case, the Marissa Alexander case came to national news. And because Marissa also used the stand your ground defense, it was not successful in her case.
Okay.
For those of you who do not know about Marissa's case, Marissa is a mother of 3 children who was sentenced to 20 years. But when she went back to the courts, they were actually state prosecutors were trying to give her 60 years.
Okay.
Rather than the original 20 that she was sentenced to. To make a long story short, Marissa actually shot into a wall to ward off an abusive husband.
Okay.
Who agreed that he had been abusive to her, etc. This was 9 days after giving birth to a premature infant.
Wow.
So she shot into the wall, and let me just emphasize that no one was hurt, no one was killed, but she shot into the wall, and due to the laws here in the state of Florida, when you shoot a weapon, it's a mandatory 20 years.
Wow.
She had no previous criminal history. Marissa is an educated woman making a 6-figure salary, mother, the whole 9 yards. So this was not some person who we normally have an image in our mind as being an abused woman.
And how old is she?
Actually, she's in her 30s.
She's in her 30s.
Yes.
So she has how many children?
She has 3 children.
Well, I understand there are organizations who are raising money to help with her case, with attorneys, things like that. Okay.
Correct.
Is that where you come in? Are you helping? What is your position here?
Well, my position in this is, first of all, the organization that has been mobilizing and garnering supporters for Marissa Alexander is the Free Marissa Now mobilization campaign.
Free Marissa Now
Free
mobilization.
Marissa Now, yes. You can also go onto Facebook and just type in Free Marissa Now. You can see the organization. It's over 20,000 people there. I think about 28,000 the last that I saw.
Awesome.
So a very, very strong and powerful organization that has centered around this case since it made national headlines.
Wow.
So it's been on Nancy Grace and CNN and a lot of the different national news stations. So this has happened in Jacksonville, Florida. A lot of people are familiar with Angela Corey, which is the state prosecutor here, who was also involved in the Trayvon Martin case as well. And what we're doing here, my part in this, is that I am a member of the Free Marissa Now organization, but also in conjunction with that, I am in collaboration with one of the co-leaders of that particular group. And we are basically in collaboration with an effort that we are going to have here in Jacksonville. Marissa, by the way, goes back to court on January 27th. What people do not know about this is that some people are under the assumption that Marissa is free. She is not. She's currently in Duval County Jail.
Oh.
Some people feel that once she goes back to court Tuesday, she's on house arrest. That's it. The fact of the matter is that we don't know.
Here's my deal. I listen to news all day long. To me, I want to know, and we don't have to answer this right now because that can be pretty controversial. I want to know why we heard so much about Zimmerman, and we hear so much about all of these other people who are going through this stand your ground and shooting people and killing them and hurting them. And yet we have a woman who has no criminal history, who was simply in a relationship where she was trying to defend herself, and yet and still, excuse me, do you mind me just saying that she's an ethnic woman? Because I have a problem with that. All I've been hearing about is young black men who have been getting into trouble.
Correct.
And I'm not trying to become racial here, but let's talk about this because we need to.
It's an issue.
She's the first ethnic woman that I've heard of that is having this event.
Yeah.
So this is something new. This is something that really needs to come out into the public, be discussed by more than just a few people around Jacksonville and different groups around the country.
Yeah.
This is big.
Yeah, yeah. And you touched on a very, very important issue and a critical point, because that is why the day after Marissa Alexander's hearing, on next Wednesday, the 28th, here in Jacksonville, we will be actually hosting here People's Movement Assembly. Marissa is the poster face, if you will, for that particular event. But in that People's Movement Assembly, for people who are not familiar with that, it is where we gather together and we basically form ideas. We have a collective consciousness, if you will, so that we can collaborate on strategies, how we can take action moving forward towards liberation in various areas, actually, that affect the black female. You basically hit it right on the head. Because we have seen in this country and abroad demonstrations across the country. We have, as you said, predominantly a lot of outrage regarding what's going on with racism and a lot of different issues in this country. What we're not seeing is the black female, how we are being affected also by that same criminal justice system and a lot of other dynamics in the social system. So what we're doing on our effort on the 28th is to come together and put us at the forefront as black women. We have a hashtag regarding this event. It's Black Women's Lives Matter.
Okay.
Because we have experienced this gendered racism. We have been in the background. You know, everyone comes out and they stand up for the black male who is being victimized. But Marissa Alexander's case only came to the forefront after Trayvon Martin and the Stand Your Ground laws. Otherwise, we would not have heard about Marissa Alexander. Now imagine how many other Marissa Alexanders
There are, yeah.
absolutely, who don't have a voice because they're incarcerated. Their cases never made the national news. So we don't hear about these women. So we have on the 28th some very, very dynamic speakers and powerful women who are history changers, history makers, trendsetters, life-changing women who will be gathering with us, and we'll talk about some of these other cases that we've never heard about.
Well said. Okay.
We really need to make sure that people know where to find more information about this event, how you can actually support it with your donation, with your attendance, with just putting it out in social media. However you can support, we appreciate that. So the website that you can go to is www.gofundme.com/FreeMarissaNowTV. And Marissa is Marissa. Again, that's gofundme.com/FreeMarissaNowTV. My name is Denyce Gartrell. If you didn't get that, you have questions, when you go to that site, be sure to email me. Befriend me on Facebook. My name is DenyceGartrell. Again, that website once more is gofundme.com/FreeMarissaNowTV.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we're going to be keeping up on what's going on. I will get together with Denyce again, and hopefully I can be there on the 28th. At what time are we doing all this on the 28th?
We're looking at right now, I do believe the time is from 2 till 7.
Okay, and that's
2 to 7.
downtown?
It's going to be at the WJCT television studios. So again, WJCT, the information is also on the website.
On the website.
Yes.
Okay, Denyce, it's been a
you.
pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Christina.
And we'll get together more and talk more about this.
Yes.
People need to be more informed.
Yes.
And it can go deep, and we will go deep if we must.
Well, thank you very
All right.
much. I appreciate it.
Again, stay tuned to Life and keep learning. We'll see you later.
Yes.